Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to just capture this spell. This is the sun god, you guys. Yes, of his glory, his magnified glory. This is Seth. Look at his warrior strength of ability. He's also guided with the sun god also for this spell that I'm working on. So yes, and this is also with working with Horus. Yes, Horus to the ancient Egyptian mythology. Yes, we're doing a spell in a divine way that Horus and God and Seth made in a divine way, treaty of life. But this is as a spiritual type of term of what God's will it to be and what Seth will it to be and what Horus will it to be also. So this is a grand spell that I wanted to give tribute to the sun god. So this is thank you for making me work with each force that you precisely wanted me to work with for this spell. This is Seth, the fighting warrior for you, for the separate, to making sure the snake doesn't attack you from coming to the next night and the next day. So, yeah. And this is Horus also at night, coming back to the fourth of the next day. So, I just wanted to see something. So, I wrote the petition as such as I have it, as in God command me to see it, so He may bring this into the manifestation He wants to see. So I pray to the most holiest of strength and protection. I pray to the most holiest in the commanding of this ritual. I pray, I pray, I pray, I pray, I pray, I pray unto this ritual. So Seth, you may have your command. Horus, you may have your command. And God, you may have your final command in this way. In this way, in this way, in this way. Verse good, verse evil, verse the Creator's command of this way. So we may learn the way. So we may learn the way. So now, with this being said, we brush off negative energies. So all negative energies will come into what God's plan is in the will of the way. So verse good versus evil, or good versus evil, or evil versus good viewpoints, or wherever way, because in God's command, it's in His way. So in His way, we shall lead the way. In His way, we shall lead the way of what God's command is, and it leads the way. It leads the way of what God commands is will lead the way. It leads the way in God's command. It leads the way. And then the divine way will lead the way. And God's command will lead the way to the healing He asks for from the tears He shed. It will lead the healing way of His divine will of way. This is God's tears. Oh, this is God's healing water. This is God's tear water. This is just God leading the way of the divine way of His healing of good and evil may lead the way. Amen.